Steve Jobs resigns from Apple. Stephanie, Steve Jobs is one of the most celebrated CEOs in recent history, and this is a big blow for the technology and innovation sector here. But it appears that most analysts this morning are standing by Apple. Are you?
Oh yeah, most definitely. First and foremost, Steve Jobs will be the chairman of the board, and he's going to be a director, and he's going to continue to be involved in strategy, future growth, products, and still work very closely with the new CEO, Tim Cook, who he and Tim have actually built the 5-year growth plan together. So they'll continue to work together, and I think certainly a setback, and personally a tragedy. But at this point, I think from a company's point of view on the weakness, I think you want to be taking advantage to buy it.
Now, Apple, though, is having to deal with increased competition, also some patent lawsuits, and there is a bit of a bumpy road then ahead of it in the short term. What's your confidence level in Tim Cook, even though Steve Jobs will be around the company still?
Right. So Tim Cook has been with the company since the early 1990s. He's been the COO since 2005, and he served as the interim CEO during Jobs' medical leave in 2004, 2009, and again this year. And the main thing is he has been instrumental in executing several product launches: the iPod Touch, the iPhone, the iPad. So he's got a great background and a great technology presence as well. He has experience at IBM and Compaq. So I think, at the end of the day, the biggest question, you want to step back and say, Steve Jobs is a visionary, and he really is a pioneer. Is Tim Cook that kind of visionary? And we really don't know, but we know that at least he can execute on the game plan that's put in place. They are still very much early in the new product cycle stories with iPhone and iPad. That's 65% of sales. And so I think, you still are going to ride that innovation curve over the next couple of years based on what's already put in place.
So it's just a matter of him sustaining momentum, but then in terms of future growth, that's still the question mark.
Absolutely. But you know what? At 11 times estimates, the stock is not expensive at all. They've got a tremendous balance sheet. He's got a lot of flexibility, a fabulous bench. Management team is really very deep there. So, it remains to be seen in terms of the vision and the strategy. But at least for now, I think for the next several years, they are, it's kind of status quo, and it's all systems go for this company.
So then real quick, you were saying that you'd be buying on any sell-off, but does this also leave the door open to competitors? And if so, which ones might be on your radar?
No, I don't think so because, again, you have this new product cycle story. The iPhone and iPad are still in the very early stages of adoption.
But at some point, if the innovation sort of wears thin, is that when the door gets open?
That's years away. It's years away. There's no one even close at this point. Look what Hewlett-Packard just did, right? They actually are getting away from the tablet market because Apple has been kind of eating their lunch, if you will. So I think that, certainly there are competitors out there, but I don't think there's anyone, at least immediately. And again, I think you're okay for the next couple of years.